Mae e wedi gwneud ei benderfyniad. A does neb yn gallu dadlau ag e. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Good evening and welcome to the City Stadium in Flint for Sgorio's live JD Cymru Premier encounter between Flint and Airbus UK. The visitors are bottom of the league with -2 points, and their board have decided to employ Jamie Reid, the ex-prolific Welsh Premier striker, to take over the reins and try to create a mission impossible. Flint, under the guidance of Lee Fowler, are currently 7th in the league, and he will want a home win today to keep up his team's good start to the season. Alongside me, Sean Meredith. Hundreds and hundreds of games in the Cymru Premier. Good afternoon, Sean.
Well, good evening, Neely. I think, Mark, very pleased to be by your side tonight for this game. Looking forward.
There is the Flint lineup, Sean.
Yeah, Flint will go 5-3-2, but will certainly look to push the wing-backs up on every occasion they can. The guy to watch, in my opinion, Simmons. He's got 3 goals this season and very attacking.
Airbus UK's lineup there as well, Sean.
Yeah, Airbus, they'll probably go with 4 in the back, so there'll be a slightly different formation to that of Flint. They'll go with Phillips and the experienced Edwards as centre-halves. So 4-3-3 predominantly will be their Formation. Yeah,
I think Palmer and Crowder will most probably stay on the halfway line and have a few battles with Harrison and Jay Owen.
And maybe Edwards as well. You know, he's an experienced player, over 355 games in the Welsh Prem.
There is Danny Harrison.
Yeah, Danny Harrison. Plenty of experience. Obviously moved from Connors Quay in the summer. He's 39 now. 168 appearances in the Welsh Prem. Not many goals, only 2. Maybe that's why he's got the nickname of Mr. Circle Man. Centre circle. Sorry, really got that right. I wonder who gave it to me.
Centre circle, Dan. He's always in the centre circle.
And
there's
the
big man, Gareth.
Yeah, Gareth Edwards. Plenty of experience, especially in the Cymru North at Carnarvon, where he's a legend at that club. Big night for him up against the pace of Simmons, and should be a good night.
Well, here Flint lining up in front of us, and from here they look like a basketball team ready to take off. They got some size up front, Flint.
Well, I was going to say more like a rugby team, to be honest, Mark. I think the flankers on the side here going from the outset. There's Jay Owen is looking as if he's going to be the receiver, and one thing in his mind is to pump this one forward.
No, it's not the home nations. It's Flint against Airbus UK in a JD Cymru Premier League. Owen, smart ball in. Stevens clips it forward straight into the hands of Lewis Dutton, who plays in goals this afternoon. Ex-TNS, of course, Dutton. It was a massive game, Sean, let's be honest, for Jamie Reid. Taking over. His team are a mile behind in the standings at present. It's a tough job.
Yeah, but one would say possibly nothing to lose as well. Listen to him as we see this opportunity.
Flag goes up on the far side. It's a great ball in, by the way, by Thomason. He just threaded it through the 4-man defence. There is Jamie Reid.
Yeah, and just going back to what I was saying, you know, listening in on his pre-match interview, which will probably appear on Sgorio on highlights on Monday. You know, he sees it as a fresh start for the club, nothing to lose. As you say, they're -2 points in the league at the moment. I'm sure he'll send his team out with plenty of rhythm to the game.
Yeah, and of course, when the new manager takes over, Sean, your slate is clean. Your slate is clean. There's no scars on you. You're just starting off. So good luck to him in his career, by the way.
Yeah, and as you know, Mark, they can also lift a team.
Yeah, definitely.
Just something new, a new voice in the changing rooms.
Yeah.
Just change maybe one or two things that players do appreciate.
Owen gets it back to Harry Allen. Oh, Harry Allen has impressed me so far this season. He's a decent goalkeeper. Thomason heads away. Harrison just clambers over Crowther. There'll be a big battle in there today in the centre midfield.
Yeah. And maybe not much room with both of the teams playing three in the middle. Certainly compressed.
Dutton to take the free kick. A couple of big results this afternoon already. TNS beating Ponty 2-0. Haverfordwest went down 4-1 to Bala. Newtown getting defeated by Cardiff, met by a goal. And Penabon getting defeated by Connors Quay Nomads. Connors Quay Nomads' rock-solid defence prevailing again. Hindle has come in late. Oh, Hindle has got a chance to open the scoring. Gets the shot off. Good tracking by the full-back, Jake Phillips. But that was a sharp stuff from Jack Hindle there. He was a late replacement for the big man, John-Louis Akbro, who pulled out.
Yeah, you're right, Mark.
With a hamstring just before.
And it was a decent move by Hindle. It was good 1-2 in the middle of the field. Continued his run, which made him an option for the pass in behind the Airbus defence.
Garrett bombs one in. Owen. It's a decent pass. Owen. Beaumont. Pears. George Pears against Beaumont. There'll be a good battle this afternoon. They're both quick people. It's a great run from Pears. Beaumont, though, that's tremendous tracking from Beaumont. He's tracked 70 yards, by the way, there, and come up with a ball. How about that, Sean?
Well, that's exactly what you're going to see. Loses the ball up in Airbus's box, makes the tracking back. As I say, both of them are very quick players indeed.
That'll be a key battle all afternoon, I think. Decent kick again from Dutton. Didn't expect Brandon Dio to miss much in there in the air. Payne sends one in. The big man lets it. No, takes it. And Pears gets a shot off. He gets the block off in the end. Good end-to-end stuff so far. Harrison. Phillips. It's a long pass back there from Jake Phillips, but it's an even start. The first 3-4 minutes, Sean.
Yeah, Stevenson there just getting caught. I think he should have listened to his goalkeeper. Certainly it was his ball to collect.
And that's another great header by young George Pears there. He's one to watch him, you know. Still only 20 years of age. Phillips with the first header. Only Flint's third home game of the season, of course. They've had their 3G laid, you know, and it looks magnificent here. It'll make hell of a difference to their club, Sean.
Well, certainly, you know, the rewards that you get of the 3G pitches are financial. They'll be able to use this. It'll be a money-making exercise for them, as well as improving the surface of the pitch. Played here a few times for Penryn Coch, and it could get a bit bobbly now and again. Yeah.
There is Lee Fowler. He's come in. He's a good character Fowler. He's keen to do well here, and he's doing well so far. Came in late.
Yeah, and probably people are not expecting them to do as well as they did, to be honest.
That's why I think they've done quite well.
Yeah, you know, they won 3 of the first 4 games. OK, they've gone on a bit of a stumbling block at the moment. But, as you said, they've played a lot of games away from home.
That's right. Jake Phillips will tee one up here. Gaz Edwards and the big man on the back post. He decides to put it into the mixer. That is food and drink to Harry Allen. Alan Akbro obviously a big miss this afternoon. He started the season really well. Allen. 3-man forward line by the look of it. Simmons. Gaz Edwards will accept them all day, by the way. Phillips off to Ryan Edwards. It's a great ball outside. Superb ball. Yeah, Jake loves it on his left-hand side. Laid back off by Bradley Knight. Should have come in first time. There was people in the box already.
Yeah, Peters often end nothing in the end, but as you said, Mark, a decent move and something that Reedy was practicing before the game, looking to the 1-2, looking to get the cross in. OK, it didn't happen on that occasion, but certainly the patterns he was trying to get over to his team when they were warming up.
Edwards to Phillips. Phillips stands one up. Favourite to be the big man at the back. Anthony Stevens comes in and gets a header away. Crowther wins the midfield duel. Edwards stands it up. Dio away. Harrison. Very unlike Harrison. Yeah. Usually keeps the ball well.
Yeah, Jay Owen did the hard stuff there. Just took the sting out of it. Got his foot on the ball, slowed things down, and Harrison tried it on the one where potentially he had more time as well.
Obviously, they played against each other once this season. Flint won 3-1 with a 3 with Brandon Dio, Okira Simmons and Jordan Carroll getting the goals. Hindle pulled up. Referee says he's clipped his legs.
Harsh, I think. As we see it here. I think
ball for me.
That's a good challenge for Jay Owen.
Great challenge by Jay Owen. He's unlucky there.
And as a player, you want those kind of challenges to go. Let the game flow. We've seen it in the Premiership. Yeah. Certainly, refs are letting play materialise and let it go a lot more.
Piers gets it back to Crowther. Just feeding it in, wrong angle on the ball, goes through again to Harry Allen. Surprisingly, in the first 7 minutes, Allen's most probably seen the ball more than Lewis Dutton.
Yeah, but bread and butter stuff, to be honest, Mark, isn't it?
Allen. Gaz Edwards will take them all day, and he takes his third in a row there. Daniel Cole spins his man. Decent start, decent tempo to the game. I'm sure Jamie Reid will be pleased. That's the ball right in behind. Dio collects and gets rid. Unlucky for Cole. Simmons it was, in fact. But as yet, Sean, there's Jake Phillips, of course. The massive gap between the two teams in the league so far has not been shown in the first 8 minutes.
No, it's still early doors. They'll keep things tight for that period. Obviously, as we touched upon at the start of the programme, Airbus with a new manager, the team will look to impress him, so they may go up a gear or two.
It's almost as if they're marking up in midfield as well. Simmons will press Thomason down in the corner. He'll do his best to try and keep it in. Puts pressure on him. A superb play by the centre-back. Hasn't put it into the best area, though. It's hoofed back in there by Stevens.
Again, a bit more time than what you realised. OK, I know he stepped out of the defence, but plenty of time just to take a touch there.
Payne with a throw. Beaumont. Great header by Palmer. Ref gets a touch, which means I think that Airbus keep possession. One of the most experienced referees in the league, Hugh Jones, drops a ball back to the goalkeeper. Dutton spreads it wide to Air. Hindle picks it up. Decent ball inside, gets the wrong side of Harrison. Beaumont. Piers gets a slip. You get the free kick for that. Haven't had a chance to push their wing backs on yet, Flint at all, and Beaumont and Tyler Garrett are decent when they get forward. Has to be the main target man in the league now, the big man going forward. Brandon Dio. He's played all over Europe in different leagues.
Well, it's an obvious tactic, this one, isn't it? Pump it up.
Misses him out.
Yeah.
Looks for Beaumont. Beaumont gets it headed across. Beaumont's decent in the air as well, by the way. Phillips tucks round and just clears his lines. There's Hindle. Late call-up. Quirkiness says he could get the opener.
Yeah, well, why not, isn't it?
Beaumont. Dio heads it back. That'll be some battle all day there. Gaz Edwards and the big man there tracking back. He's done well I've watched him a few times this season, and he has been steady all season.
It's just going back to your Hindle point. I think, you know, being called up late, very late, okay, may have not warmed up just as he would have liked to, but it's certainly as a player, you think, right, this is my opportunity now. I'm going to take it. I'm going to keep this guy out of the team for the next 4 or 5 games. And in fairness, he started pretty well.
Dutton. Yeah, the scores coming across the front of the screen. It was last night Carnarvon beat Aberystwyth 2-1. Hughie Griffiths doing a good job there again. And they're the scores we announced earlier on. Owen Payne.
Harvey West, the shock for you though, Mike?
At present, yeah. I mean, they're struggling. There's no doubt about it now. They're struggling a little bit. They haven't had no luck with the injuries. I think Tony Pennock has it in him to get things right. Oof. I'm sure he has it in him to get things right,
absolutely.
But they're definitely struggling. That says football, Sean. I mean, we're talking 3 months ago as Gerrard was going to be the next king of Liverpool. Piers, keeper's out miles, by the way. He's got away with that one, no doubt. Just one touch from Piers and he was right in then.
Well, the keeper come a mile there.
Yeah, I think he's lucky he went to his feet as well. It ended up a decent decision from him.
Long ball, hopeful ball in one way. As you say, if the touch is a bit better, he could have taken it easily around the keeper because he's way out.
Palmer. Keeper's keen to come again. He's on the edge of the 6. Great ball in the far post, hooked away by James Owen. Thomason. Owen on his edge again. You'll get the free kick off Piers. But it's a bright start from the team at the bottom of the league, if you ask me. 13 minutes. They've showed some spirit, at least, for their new manager. Cole. Great skill. On the edge of the box. Garrett wide. Ball in, chance here. Forced to save. It was Simmons with a volley. Good save in the end from Lewis Dutton.
Yeah, it was a decent cross in. That's the first time we've seen the wing back on the left-hand side being released by Flint. It's right at the back post. Okay, the angle is tight. He gets his shot away.
Did well enough to make the keeper make a good save, by the way. Falling behind. Garrett hooks it clear. It's a decent clearance as well. Got to be goals in this game, Sean.
Well, you would have thought so. Every encounter between them has ended in a positive result. They've never drawn against each other. Okay, that's been in the Cymru North, but
tell you what, we may have underrated that save. You know, it's on target. It's gone to the right of the goalkeeper, and it's good hands. He actually catches it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. You know, as I said, the angle's tight. The only way he's going to score is top corner or hit the roof of the net.
Payne takes a strike. Scored one like that a few weeks ago, you know. Decent effort from the youngster. 8 games, 1 goal so far for the 21-year-old for the Wingmakers.
Yeah, takes a good touch, and there's only one thing in his mind. Gets the shot away, but always slicing away from goal, shall we say. It was against Newtown, wasn't it? He scored that great goal.
Allen, Gaz Edwards again, goes long. I've seen the goalkeeper, Allen, usually kick out wide to the wing-backs, and I think they'd be better off doing that this afternoon, because Edwards will eat everything otherwise. He's got to get Beaumont wide on one wing, he's got to get Garrett wide the other wing and start hitting them. Yeah,
I completely agree. I think what you need as a striker is the kick to be on an angle.
And you would say exactly the same the other end.
Yeah, so you're running onto it. You know, if you're going on a standing start or a standing jump with Gaz Edwards, then there's only going to be one winner. So if you can hit it on an angle, get the run off the touchline, and then get the glancing header, a lot more chance. But as you say, for both teams, maybe not against him, though.
There's a lot of betting goes on in this league. I think the bet of the afternoon could be who will win the headed duels. Dio or Gaz Edwards. That's 15-all or something it'll be by full time.
You're keeping count, Mark, eh?
Beaumont, of course, was ex-Wrexham and Sunderland, and George Pearce down there. I think he's delicately being hit somewhere. He needs a breather.
Yeah, you know, it's breathing.
Yeah, I think the referee said to him, "You feeling well, George?" Simmons. Great skill from Simmons. Stevens gets the ball out wide. Garrett again gets it in early. Good touch from Hindle. Good feet from Hindle. Beaumont will whip this across. It's good defending from Payne. Piers. First concerted spell of pressure. That's unlucky. He thought that it'd hold up. It just runs away. That's more like it from Flint. Start to press away into the game.
Yeah, they did, but credit to Airbus as well. Numbers back there, at least 8 I counted, back towards the box. Only played the one up front, and you can see, you know, if there's any danger, they're going to get back there in numbers to help the team out.
Edwards. J. Owen pushing up. Not the worst ball in again. He gets it in bright and early. Piers knocks it forward. And works his way towards getting his team a throw in there. That's good work from the youngster. He's been most probably the main man this afternoon so far, George Piers. He looks eager, Sean.
Yeah, he certainly does. As you say, plenty of energy. Quick enough with the ball as well. Just needs to get a bit of space, really, to attack the defence of Flint.
2 draws at home so far. Flint against 2 good teams as well. But this afternoon, I think they'll be looking for a 3-point haul, though.
Well, it's so tight in the league, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there's only 2 points separating 5 of the bottom 6.
Simmons again. Good work from Simmons. He gets clipped from here. Referee says play on. Looked a foul from here. We'll have to take another look at that now. Palmer. Edwards to Thomason. Phillips. Payne heads it forward. Harry Owen gets the header. Been impressed by him as well so far this season, Harry Owen. No handball given again. Piers.
Yeah, well, he's got his hands up. Maybe a slight push in the back there, but wishful thinking, I think.
I should think if it's in the box, there would have been more questions asked, you know. Beaumont. Crowther hooks on. Knight holds it up well. It just goes in behind. Owen decides to keep it in and Beaumont hooks it forward. Decent numbers arrive now at Flint's ground. Payne looking for Jake Eyre. Eyre comes, tries to touch it on the corner. Beaumont. That's the type of ball they want. If they can get that ball forward with Gaz Edwards there at the back and try and turn him round,
yeah,
that's the one they want to be getting on. They did it a lot in the cup against Kayasusia the weekend. In the end, it worked for them. Cole. Referee says play on again. Garrett, first touch. Block from Phillips. Owen stands it up to the back post. Payne heads away. Harrison. Stevens. Keeper collects. Of course. A couple of shouts there. No.
Yeah, that was the shout for handball.
That's not handball at all.
No, nothing in that.
When you are down the bottom, Sean, and, you know, let's be honest, they've been up against it so far. Keeping that clean sheet is vital to keep confidence up, innit?
Well, it's a building block, isn't it, Mark? You know, if you don't concede, you don't lose. It's an obvious statement to make.
Yeah.
if they could get a couple of clean sheets and then build upon that, that may be an option for them.
Piers just clears his lines there.
But the only thing with that, if you become too defensive and too negative, well, you know, you can't defend all day. Yes, they've been in this game, but I'd say the majority of the best chances have certainly fell to Flint.
Beaumont just runs it out of play. So we just haven't seen the wing-backs get very high so far. Only the one cross in from Tyler Garrett. Simmons. Ball stays in, I think, and Simmons has gone down there out of play. Phillips. Garrett gets it wide. Oh, could be. That's a big chance. Wow, he says play on. That'll be a big watch that on the replay for me. From a long way off, it was hell of a barge in the penalty area. Is it given anywhere else on the pitch apart from the 18-yard line?
It's too far away from where we're sat, Mark, to say if that's a penalty or not. But I'm sure we'll get a look at the highlight reel.
Yeah,
and be able to make a decision. He certainly came in and made contact with Jay Owen.
There's one outside the box and it's given. Referee Hugh Jones says no penalty on the first one. James Owen says it is. In he goes. Here it is.
Ooh. The only thing I'm saying here is that he's leaning into him. He's taken the touch and looked to move into Edwards.
But would you agree anywhere else on the pitch it's a free kick?
Yeah, this is the age-old discussion of, you know, if it's a penalty or if it's a free kick.
Jay has to be careful. I think has he got no cards out? Looked. We'll call it 50-50 then, shall we?
Yeah, there's heads or tails with those.
Cole whips it across the front. It's a good clearance from Palmer. Cole inside. They just start to step it up a bit, Flint now, Sean. Danny Harrison in that centre circle.
Well, yeah, everybody stayed up for Flint, so they're going to go look along.
Owen. You'd expect a big man to win the first, but Edwards wins the first. I think the block was on then from Thomason on Dio.
Chance here.
They're on. 3 against 3. Great tackle. Stevens. Harrison made the first one and Stevens makes a second.
Yeah, I know it's a good challenge, but heavy touch there. And the counter was certainly on.
There
Again, decent play, you know, one-touch football.
It's Mr. Airbus himself, Ryan Edwards. Tries to keep it in play, but it goes out. 24 minutes have absolutely flown by. No goalkeeper really extended yet.
No, only that chance for Simmons, which was, you know, a tight angle, as I said. That was a roof of the net job. Again, he's gone straight down the middle. And guess what? Header by Edwards.
Yeah. Beaumont. Is an up and under. But who can... this game of football, Sean, tells so many tales. Airbus bottom of the league. Nottingham Forest were bottom of the league this morning. And they've just gone and defeated Liverpool. So, on the day, Phillips drives forward. Can he get the shot off? Great effort from the fullback. The shot wasn't brilliant, but he drove forward with purpose.
Well, it opened up for him, didn't it? You know, he puts his head up, sees there's plenty of area to move into. Leans back slightly with the shot, but yeah, nice and positive by Jake Phillips. And, you know, it may take something like that. It may take something like that for Airbus, just, you know, worldy to get it off the goal.
Yeah, I think the key thing is as well for Airbus, they haven't given no set free kicks away in the last third, because that's when Flint are really dangerous, when they send the big men forward. Payne, who's done well at left back. Owen. Tough battle so far for both teams. Backs and he uses his hand that time. Well, he hasn't given handball again. He's almost caught that one, by the way.
Yeah, you refer to basketball, basketball at the start of the game.
Tell you what,
Mark.
Beaumont. Palmer's doing a good job in front of his two centre-backs. He's winning that first header, and then the free kick's given.
The ball is spending a bit more time in the air, a bit more than I'd like to see, to be honest, in the air.
Jamie Crowder. Plenty of experience in the Cymru Premier League. Plenty of experience in the Airbus team. One target Alan has to beat the big man here now. It's a decent ball in. Seconds are after. Chance. So wide of the mark from Cole.
Yeah,
14 or 15 yards out there. That's a chance for the first goal, definitely, if it's on target.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was going on target. It certainly did take a deflection on its way towards goal. It's a good strike, I'd say that. Was it on target? Not too sure. But again, an opportunity for Flint.
Yeah. Cole will go across. And this is where they do need marking. Great ball in. Seconds. Cleared. Palmer hooks it clear. Keeper did okay as well, by the way.
You saw the tactic there. It was right underneath the keeper. Put as much pressure as you can on the keeper. All four of them.
Takes it off his own man, by the way.
It does, actually.
But as time's going on, they're just starting to get more of a foothold in this game. Stevens. Simmons trying to get himself one-on-one with the fullback. Beaumont. I think Beaumont will arrow the long throw in here. Owen. Decent ball in from Owen as well. He's kept it in play. Oh, well, it looked like.
Yeah, no, you kept it in play.
Yes, the first one was kept in play. That's good work. Ryan Edwards it was who put it out to play.
Does the whole ball go over? Ooh, certainly close.
Seconds this time. Hindle hooks it to the back post. Chance. Payne. Just. I think if Cole attacks that first time, just a tiny bit of hesitation there in the 6-yard box.
Yeah, it's a clip over the shoulder, just putting it into that danger zone. I can't really call that a chance. It was...
No, just starting to ask a few more questions, though, Flint. See, before the game, I think Jamie Reid will snap your hand off for a point. Owen. There's a slip there by Thomas. Somebody reacts well. It's just a tug of the shirt. Linesman picks it up nice and early.
Yeah, fair play. Linesman did pick that up early. Simmons thought he could, behind his back, so to speak, just take the shirt, but fair play the lineman right there.
TNS 2, Pontypridd 0. They carry on there. Way towards another title in by the look of it. TNS, I know it's early doors, but it's going to take some team to catch them. Connors Key hanging on in there.
Yeah, they haven't run away with it with the league yet.
Well played.
It's
a great tackle as well by Palmer, who's very influential. Hindle. Can he get a shot off? Hindle gets a shot off. Blocked by Edwards. Just again, as I said, to turn the screw. Owen. Simmons is still down, by the way. Owen, the break could be on. Edwards. Phillips. The big man puts it out in the end. Gareth Edwards. Simmons is clutching his ankle there. He's been down. He looks in pain as well.
Well, he goes down on an excellent challenge. I'm not sure if he definitely gets the ball first. And maybe a bit of the ankle as he slides through. It's a great challenge.
Palmer's done that all day so far. He's been great in front of the two central defenders. This would be a blow, especially with the big man Akbar Akbro out. The first game of the season when they played Pontypridd, they got the goal.
There's the injured guy just behind this mark.
Yeah, the big man, Jean-Louis.
And Mark Cantwalder as well with a hat on there.
Yeah, Mark, who scored goals over the seasons for Rill. Plenty of goals. And for Flint.
Adam Davis.
Yeah, hope he gets well. 30 goals last season. Yeah. I bet he was looking forward to a season in this league to prove himself. But word is he's starting to get right, which is a good thing.
Yeah. You know, quality players like that are so important, especially for teams, you know, that are struggling, obviously, like Airbus.
Flint have Aber away next and Haverfordwest home in the next 2 games. Airbus, Ponty home. That'll be a big game. Airbus, Ponty next week, especially if they can get something from this today. Edwards. Edwards again. Stevens has seen a hell of a lot of the ball. It's more like it. Did you play against Jamie Reid, Sean, plenty of times?
Yeah, a few times. Very talented striker.
Played for Rill, played for Bangor, played for TNS. Of course, played for Airbus as well. Payne. Centre after as well again. Cole, nicks in. Beaumont. That's that ball in behind, which would trouble them, the back two. That's what he's seeing. Simmons wants more of that. Beaumont. Dio doesn't go forward this time.
Yeah. He's on his way.
Yeah, he's just waited for me to say that. Gotta be the target. First headed is key. Wins the first one. Seconds. Referee plays a handball on, I think, and just gives the goal kick.
Yeah, slightly just got in each other's way there, J.O.N.
Well, it started off bright. It's just gone a little bit, ball in the air a bit too much at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. 100% agree. Hindle was the one that got in front of, or got the touch in front of J.O.N.
165 games in this league, 6 goals, Jay. World Cup only a month away today.
You going out, Mark?
No.
No?
No.
Not one of the lucky ones?
Not one of the lucky ones, mate. I'll be watching it on the television. And yourself, Sean?
No, I'm not going out. Certainly different, with it being a Winter World Cup for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Not sure what I'm going to make of it, but...
Well, it'll be something to do. I'm looking forward to the final when Wales are in it.
Against?
I haven't quite worked the second team out. Phillips. Air on the edge. Blocked by Owen. Ryan Edwards. Jake Air trying to get onto his left peg there. Edwards. Decent ball in. Great defensive header by Danny Harrison. Done that over the seasons for Connors Key. Owen. Great defending, the big man. Simmons. Yeah. I said, let's do them flicks in the right areas, is it? Piers again, drives forward. Well played.
Great tackle.
It had to be the right tackle. And it was the right tackle.
Quite an interesting passage of play there, all a bit frantic. But I think that was the first real opportunity we can say for Flint with the cross that came in. Sorry, for Airbus.
35 minutes on the clock in the JD Cymru Premier League. 7th place, Flint, 0. Bottom of the league, Airbus UK, 0. Owen. Edwards again. Beaumont. That's a great battle between them two youngsters there. Says play on. Oh, great ball, Beaumont. Testament to the fullback. He didn't want a free kick, and he arrowed a brilliant crossing, by the way.
Yeah. Could have looked for a free kick there. Tries to trip him up. It's a good ball in. Hindle with a header. Could have made more of that, in my opinion.
There's good pace on it as well, Sean.
All he needed to do was direct it. Didn't really need to look to generate any power. The power was already in the cross.
Yeah, it's the highlight of the game so far. The left winger for Airbus, Piers against the right wing back.
I thought you were going to say
Beaumont.
I thought you were going to say the new sponsorship cabin was the highlight of the.
Yeah, it's not far away. Brilliant work done here. The new sponsorship cabin at the.
You've been in,
Flint
Mark?
Yeah. We had a warm welcome at the beginning. We always do.
Anything for a free cup of tea, you know.
Payne. Would you say there's 8 minutes left in this half, Sean? 0-0 at half time, about a fair result?
Yeah. Flint, I'd say.
Piers again.
Flint, I'd say, probably with the better of the opportunities, or the more clinical opportunities. Piers, obviously, as you're pointing out there, Mark, is an influential part in the game.
I'm telling you now, Sean, for a young kid, 21 years of age or 20 years of age, he has something. He has something. Well, and if he can build a little bit more on it, get a couple of goals to his game, he could, I think, go a little bit higher than this league.
You're fearless at that age, Mark. So you don't know any better. So you're not going to give, some of the more experienced players on the park maybe the attention that you should, or, so you're going to go out there, impress, and play as much as you can.
Yeah, and certainly he definitely is trying to impress his manager in the first game. Allen, Edwards, Hindle.
Great.
Yeah, the idea was there, but he just didn't deliver. It was on.
Yeah,
but it just wasn't delivered well.
It was a great ball, but
it was a second-class delivery.
Yeah.
That is a battle there between the big man, Dio, and 18-year-old Brad Knight, by the way. So it's a tough baptism for the youngster, for Airbus, but he's done all right. Simmons heads it inside. Jake Phillips has been quite comfortable. Piers swap wings at the moment. We're there for the last 5 minutes of the half. Edwards. They haven't really pushed up to the halfway line. Harrison will just help it back in. Cole, like to see Cole on the ball a bit more than he's been on it so far. He has the ability when he is on the ball. Referee says play on. Owen. Hindle makes a run across. He's offside. Tried to bend his run, but didn't stay onside.
Yeah, the run was on. But by the time that the pass was played into him, he just crept offside. It's Fowler. I wonder what he's thinking as a manager, Mark. What do you think? Does he go in half-time now and say to his players?
I think he might try and alter his forwards at the moment. I mean, his defence, as per usual, have been excellent. The two wing-backs have done OK, but it just hasn't been enough ball retention when it's gone up into the top three, has it? Haven't created nothing up there yet. And against the likes of Gaz Edwards, 38-year-old Gaz Edwards.
Well, playing into his hands a bit, aren't they?
It's going too long.
That's exactly what he'll do all day, is pick up those long balls, anything in the air.
Yeah, and young Payne and Jake Phillips haven't been tested either in that flat four, have they? Payne. Hindle. Cole asks Simmons a question. Thomason.
Did well.
Tracks really well, Thomason. 28, Thomason. Cole. Edwards sneaks a bit away from him.
That's it.
Crowther. Phillips. Goalkeeper shouts. Just a little bit of a mix-up, but well defended anyway by Anthony Stevens. Phillips keeps it in play.
Yeah, but that's the second time, Mark. I mean, if the keeper shouts, you leave that. And I could hear him from here, and I've got headphones on.
Switch of play. Payne. 41 minutes on the clock. Payne into a good area. Knight holds that up really well. It's back out there. Far post, 2 men waiting. Decent header by the wing back. Did his job. Tyler Garrett. But Airbus just pressing to try and get the first goal of the game with a couple of minutes left at half. And Piers spins round Owen. Gets it back. Air with the first touch. Big chance. He had more time than he thought. He takes it first time on the right foot.
Well, Piers once again, he's switched sides. He's gone onto the right flank now, causing problems with Jay Owen with his pace. Gets the ball in.
Half a chance.
More than half a chance for me.
Yeah. Set up well, didn't he?
Yeah. Could have taken a touch. I understand why he didn't. Wanted to take it on the first. Drake here there.
Yeah. Start to move that front three around a little bit with the swapping formations. Air coming to the left, Piers going to the right, and Knight, as you say, doing well down the middle. Well, to be fair to Airbus, look, they're almost counted out as dead and buried before the game has started today for the season. They've given a good performance in their first 45 minutes here under their new manager.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is a local derby. They're only just down the road, Airbus. So you'd expect, especially in the floodlights, that they put a shift in, and that certainly you can't argue that they haven't put a good work ethic into the first half.
Payne just overdid it a bit. He lobbed it over Harrison's head once. Newtown struggled this afternoon again. A 1-0 defeat at home to Cardiff Met after a great win last week. They scored 12 goals in 2 games, including the Welsh Cup, and then they succumbed to a 1-0 home defeat.
It's been an odd season for them so far. They were impressive in Europe.
And they're one of the type of teams, Sean, is, let's don't beat around the bush. You would say nowhere near. They will be nowhere near relegation.
No, good. The squad and the team that, Chris has assembled over the years, in fairness to him, he's always added well during the close season. Sometimes you just think, things don't click. And it's about being patient and building upon the positive performances that they, or the positives that they can take out of the game. I know losing, it's never great, but as you say, Mark, they won't be in the bottom 3 or the bottom 2 or struggling.
Oh, there's a third of the season gone today. Payne. Knight gets the first header. Don't think it was handball, by the way. Phillips. Hindle. His run was blocked by Gaz Edwards. Half-time approaching at the City Stadium in Flint. 1 added minute from the 4th official, Dio. Well, it's rare we get a 45 minutes where the goalkeeper is not tested, but I don't think either keeper has really been put in a difficult situation so far, have they?
No, not possibly the opportunity by Simmons, but at a very tight angle. But as you say, Mark, they haven't had that much to do. Jake
Phillips will fire one last effort in. 30 seconds on the clock. He will deliver. It'll be a big battle between Dio and Gaz Edwards for the first header. Beaumont's in front of Edwards this time. He's gone even further with it. Owen wins the header. Cole clears his lines. Palmer puts it back in. Yeah, let's hope it's going to be one of those games that transforms at the break, and we'll have plenty more entertainment in the second period for you from Flint. But the half-time score in the JD Cymru Premier League is Flint Town 0, Airbus UK 0. We look forward to seeing you in the second half.
Substitution for number 4, Stephen Thomas, is number 28, Tyler McManus.
Substitute being made there. Number 28, Tyler McManus is coming on for Stephen Thomas and the captain. That's a big substitution now, and interesting that, Sean.
Yeah, it can only be an injury of some sort, I would have thought.
Would you expect, it looks like Jamie Crowther may go into the centre-back spot to play alongside Gareth Edwards now, and McManus will come into the midfield role, holding midfield role. We did see him warming up just now. It's launched forward. Crowther will get his first header of the second period. Simmons drives down into the corner. Have to get more bodies forward, if you ask me, now in the second period. They've got to press the game forward. Simmons, sends Jake Phillips the wrong way. He drives into the box. Simmons Plenty of skill. It goes down. He might. I think the referee will say to him, get up a bit sharpish there. He's just fallen over there.
Well, certainly the game is calling out for a bit of quality. And we saw a bit of here with the step over, fooling Jake Phillips, looking for the foul. That's warrant of a yellow card, really.
Definitely. Definitely. Jake Phillips to take the throw in. Yeah, Thomason, I think, put in a good performance alongside Gareth Edwards in the first half. Sean and could be sadly missed. He'll be tested anyway now in there. Jamie Crowther alongside Big Gareth.
Yeah, certainly an opportunity for Flint to look to exploit.
Great skill from Simmons. Oh, superb stuff. There's the trick of the week. The second one didn't work, though. Palmer puts a foot in. But he has so much skill, that lad. Hindle to Beaumont. Beaumont puts one around the corner. Decent ball. Beaumont drives forward. He just puts a pass in behind him. Piers trying to get air away. Phillips to Harrison. Harrison again patrolling that centre spot. Hindle. Good touch from Hindle. Just not read then. Knight. Payne looking long this time. Off the ball. Piers takes a tumble. Bumping into the back of Harry Owen.
Well, this is the skill. The step over. 1 or 2, 3 through the legs. See you later.
Oh, wonderful stuff for JD Simmons. It's the highlight of the game so far. Phillips. It's decent from Knight. Trying to hold play up. I think they've Airbus have definitely come out with a spring in their step here.
Yeah.
Phillips heads it out for a throw-in. Jamie Reid gets a touch on the sideline there. He's no JD Simmons, mind, with a ball at his feet. Garrett. Stevens shoves in a diagonal. Beaumont decided not to go forward to get on the end of it, and that's what Stevens is asking him.
Well, it's just another one of those kind of hopeful, can I call it, hopeful balls?
Yeah, definitely. It's the correct word. It's a tug behind, not given. Simmons wanted the tug. Referee says play on once again. He's let a lot go this afternoon. Hugh Jones. Is that the modern trait they're supposed to be doing now? Letting more go? Palmer. Stevens heads it out of play. Ryan Edwards will pick it up.
Well, I think he'll just keep to his guns at the moment, Mark. He won't change anything.
The word is, yeah, I think we did have a chat at half-time, and if it's 0-0, the word might be that they might press their full-backs forward or wing-backs forward after an hour. Oh, good touch. Air on the edge. Body's waiting in there now, if you could see him in there. It's a decent block again. Tyler Garrett. Payne. Ball into the box, headed away by Stevens. Phillips. Cole. Simmons. Trying to play it inside the Cole. Cole has a touch. Tried to thread it through. He gets on it again. So good numbers in defence, so.
It's just so congested in there, isn't it, Mark? Yeah, you're right. You're right when you say it is good defending, but there's just no room. There's no room in the park when you come to the final third.
Beaumont falls on top and there's nothing given. Touch, takes a touch, goes around him. Penalty is given. Penalty is given. It's a shout. We're surrounded by Flint fans, and a few of the Flint fans even doubt the referee's decision.
I'll go as far as they're questioning the decision.
Wow, we have the replay in front of us as well. Simmons with his hands. Oh, he's not given a penalty, he's given a free kick against him.
Well, he goes down easily. Gareth Edwards has got his hands round him.
I don't know whether he's dived, by the way.
I don't think he's. I think the earlier one was.
Well, as
more
Simmons was
dive.
going to get the ball for a penalty, he's receiving a yellow card and he can't believe it. But it is his yellow card for Okira Simmons, and the score remains 0-0. Interesting to say the least. That will be the talking point of the first 15 minutes so far. The penalty which was or wasn't given.
I think we can say it wasn't a penalty. As you said, Mark, even the Flint supporters who surrounded us, although they shouted for the pen, realised it wasn't one. This is a header. This is a clash of heads with Knight.
That's Knight against Dio.
You know, it's one of those in the back of the head. Yeah, certainly can cause a sting. And you have to be careful these days, obviously, with head injuries, concussion. Yeah, and
that's tremendous there from the big man, Brandon Dio, just going above him to see whether he's okay. He's a youngster, obviously 18 years of age, and that's top class from the big centre-back, just checking him out.
Yeah, and this is where it's so important as well to get the physiotherapist. So we see this opportunity, which was the penalty. Yeah, he goes down.
He hasn't dived, by the way. He's got two hands around him.
He's stretching for it.
Yeah.
As I said, the earlier dive that he produced in the game in the second half was more of a yellow card than that one for me. So luckily, you know, he could have been sent off if he had 2 yellows.
Danny Harrison there. There it is, Simmons. He's the top scorer so far for Flint this season with 3 goals. He was hoping for a chance to add to that tally then.
Knight needs to go off now. And this, as I was about to say before we saw the replay of the yellow card, this is where it's so important where the physio comes in. Make sure that the player is okay. Almost they need to take the decision out of the player's hands, because as an ex-player, you just want to get back on the field. But, you know, if there is signs of concussion, they need to be very careful.
Yeah, and it looks like Jamie Reid is warming up Craig Curran, who could take the place there of Bradley Knight because of that.
So you're going to say that Jamie Reid was warming up there, Mark?
No, not yet. Beaumont. He's definitely missed the big fella, Akbro, this afternoon so far, Sean. When the ball goes up for Flint, he looks after it, and he usually sticks.
Yeah, Hindle's done all right, but he's a different kind of player.
Yeah.
He looks to take the touch, spin, and look to get behind. Whereas you say,
Curran,
maybe not quite as direct. Yeah.
Will come on. I would expect it to be Knight, by the way. Crowther hoofs it clear there, left-footed. Substitution will most probably be made now. Edwards, Beaumont fires it back in. Half chances have been few and far between, Sean, in this game. The big man Edwards wins the duel but gives the corner away, and they could be so vital now in a game of so few chances. For me, it's a set play that could win this. Short corners on there, by the way, easily. They just run away. James Owen's just seen it.
Oh my God.
It's on for the edge of the box if he stands over it. He didn't stand over it. Simmons dived again. Oh, he's given a penalty this time. There's no doubt by the look of it. He's pointed to the spot. He's taking people on in the box. It's the youngster by the look of it. McManus is taking him out. Fires it across. Simmons is keen to take people on in the box. Hangs a leg.
Yeah. Well, half looking for it, but I agree with the referee there. The difficulty is there, Mark. If he doesn't give him the pen, then he's going to send him off.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that came into his thought when he saw him go down again.
Well, to be honest,
a bit of a gamble. To be honest,
Sean, I am still not convinced. Still not convinced. But the penalty's been given, and Simmons gets a chance to take his goal tally to the season for 4 and open the scoring for the home team. Simmons against Dutton. Crucial moment in this game. 55 minutes on the clock. Great to see the youngsters behind, the Flint supporters. Simmons. What a save from the goalkeeper. Simmons decided to go with power and pace. You've got to give credit where credit's due. That's a wonderful save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's certainly gone with pace, hammering it down just off centre, and the keeper dives to the right, gets his leg to it.
Used his foot, great left foot there to clear that, by the way.
You see that, you see penalty takers go with power. If you go with power and that much power, you go central, he goes dead central, so there's no opportunity for the keeper if he's dived to get there with his feet. He's slightly left off centre, and that's why the keeper makes the save.
Curran comes on for Knight, a penalty miss. Dio, chance! Save. Keeper, brilliant save from Hindle again. What a 5 minutes young Lewis Dutton is having in goals, 21 years of age. 2 gigantic saves to keep his team at 0-0.
Yeah, it looks as if he make good contact, which he does. That is a top quality save because it was coming at him with power. But what a period of the game there.
Character got to be shown here now from Flint and the likes of Okira Simmons to produce again. Curran gets a touch. Garrett clears his lines well. Oh, Phillips. That's superb defending for Phillips. He cut the touch off. Just starting to open up a bit this game, we hope. Palmer looking for Piers. Oh, could have been dangerous. He's just shoved him a little bit in the back there. Tell you what, he's ducked his head really well there, otherwise he could have been in trouble. Whoa!
This is where it becomes so dangerous, where you've got, you know, the railing so close to the pitch. You know, it's a slight push in the back, and he could warrant a yellow card in my opinion.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know, the fact is that the railings are so close, so close, and you're going in that fast. He's done very well to duck his head. To be fair,
get out of their way just in time then. But the game's livened up, no doubt. 58 minutes on the clock, is still 0-0. A penalty miss from Simmons. But Flint will be pressing for the winner. There's no doubt about that. Phillips. In and out of play. Garrett. Just looking to put one in behind. Craig Curran, physical forward as well. Stevens, twice he went to go back to the goalkeeper, opted not to, and he was pressed out of it by Jake Eyre. Craig Curran, Conisky Nomad, league title winner. Plenty of experience in the professional game as well. Edwards. Simmons is working his socks off to try and put that penalty miss wrong. Right, I mean. Oh, Cole. Well, it looked like he had a little bit of advantage and he was getting on the ball. The ref blows up and stops the game. Great attendance this afternoon at Flint. Don't forget there's Premier League games on the television, the likes of Manchester United, and they still turn out almost 400 supporters here. Club on the up. Decent ball in. Dutton, chance. Second chance, third chance, fourth chance. Oh. Keeper again. Chance after chance starting to appear, but they're not getting the ball past Lewis Dutton.
Well, I thought it was too direct, the ball, but there's a decent challenge on the keeper. Then it's just a mad scramble in the box. Gets his shot away, and the keeper does well.
Far post. Oh, Anthony Stevens with a free header there. 4 or 5 yards out, just guides it wide of the far post.
Yeah, I think he jumps a bit early. Just gets his... Yeah, just jumps a bit early. He's on the downward spiral as the ball comes across.
Well, I don't think you could call the first 15 minutes of this second half a boring 15 minutes, because we've had plenty of action. More action in these 15 minutes than we did in the first 45. And Anthony Stevens, with a header, almost got the chance to put his team ahead. Just guides it wide. Again, thumps a header forward. To be fair to him, Simmons is working his socks off. A couple of touches. That's Edwards. Start the live up here, Sean. It's what we want. Cole Phillips gets in there. What a ball that is. Hindle with a chance. Tackle, great tackle. Jamie Crowther comes round and clears.
Yeah, we could have criticised the quality of the game, but there's certainly defensively both teams have been absolutely brilliant.
Oh, tremendous. It's turned into an entertaining second period, and we got 30 minutes left yet. Long throw. Chances again. On the edge. Over the top. Danny Harrison almost added to his 2 goals in 166 games there.
Well, you said it, Mark.
I think he's waiting to December the 25th for his third.
Leaning back. Well, the hour mark is
it's a different game. It's a different game. It's all Flint at the moment. And Lewis Dutton has stood tall and stood strong to keep it at 0-0 so far. It's a dilemma now for Jamie Reid. His team are keeping clean sheet at 0-0. Do you or don't you make the change? Owen right into the mixer this time. Edwards with the first chance. Oh, he saved it again. Forget the man of the match award after the hour. Dutton with a brilliant save with his left foot. It's a great strike from Cole.
Well, this is the best of the lot because he does everything right there, Cole. Gets his head over the ball, keeps the ball down, is heading towards the bottom corner, and he just stretches out a leg. What a save.
Garrett. Chance! Wide of the mark. Another corner. This is an incredible 10 minutes here at Flint. Dutton smiles all over his face.
Well, this is the second of the best opportunities, and here's the strike. What a strike that is, and what a quality save.
Cole, short corner. Well, with the trouble they were causing from them set plays, you would have expected the long corner to go in.
I don't understand those, unless they're 100% on. And as you say, Mark, if you're getting success from putting it into the mixer, as you say, why do you change it?
And if you're the big man, Brandon Dio, you're having a quiet word about that short corner. He's got to go in. Gaz Edwards.
Yeah, he's done well tonight.
He's had to do well. Backs to the wall stuff. Can they get their first point? Their first point on the board. Or sneaking away one. Edwards just launches it forward. Beaumont putting it down. Payne. Edwards gets it wide. That's more like it for Airbus. Payne trying to put one round the corner. Owen, of course, would have trained against Craig Curran most probably in his Connors Key days. James Owen back. Great clearance from the goalkeeper. Simmons. Whoa! He may just get away with a yellow card there. I think Anthony Stevens ends that argument. I think Crowther has come really strong from behind then. Piers and Simmons having a sparring match.
Let's have another look at this, Mark.
Oh, it's definitely a swipe from behind. There's no doubt, I don't think. Piers gets the yellow.
I think that's more for getting involved on the verbal.
He's only commentating.
You know, it's nothing wrong with them.
There, you can't do that. You can't just wrap him from behind, can you?
Simmons kicks out at him. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. And the youngster gets the yellow for saying something about it. In again. Stevens with the first header. Guides it into the arms of the goalkeeper. And the main man at the moment, Lewis Dutton.
Well, it's the same old tactic. This time they win it cleanly, but nobody on the run.
Garrett just trying to clip Hindle in behind. They've definitely upped their game, the Flint. Curran. When you're at 0-0 like this, Sean, if it gets down to the last 10 minutes and you've got as much territorial advantage as this, are you chucking the big fella forward for the winner? Are you just no?
Inward, not worth it.
Not worth it.
Well, you're the manager, Mark, so I'm going to do your job.
That's what they call you, mid-table, Sean. Send the big fella forward. Let's get him on the ball.
I'd look to my bench before moving him up, to be honest.
He's up there now, by the way.
Well, exactly, so you don't need to.
Edwards, the referee there, talking between Edwards and Dio. It's been a great battle, hasn't it? In it goes. Decent throw. Big man gets the first head again. Chance! Oh, what a save! What a save! And there are a few Flint supporters, players and board members using some expletives about that goalkeeper here, saying well played. Good God, what a save again.
He shall not pass. At the moment, he's pulling off save upon save.
Wide of the mark. He's having a stormer.
Yeah.
Lewis Dutton. That's top corner this time, by the way.
It's either going to take a worldie or a mistake. A complete bobbler to get past him tonight.
Yeah.
Because he's having one of those nights as a keeper. This is a great save. He does everything right there.
What a goal it would have been, by the way.
It's a flick of the back.
That was Hindle, wasn't it, with the back flick. Brilliant effort. But it's 68 minutes on the clock and it still remains 0-0 at the City Stadium. First half wasn't a great game. Oh, it's getting really lively now. Referee has a job on his hands. Whoa! Hope not.
Don't like to see that.
Hope not. Oh, Beaumont gets a yellow.
You know, the ref has done really well there.
Yeah, he has.
Because he's understood, you know, everything's starting to boil over a bit. They come together head to head.
Here's a replay.
Yeah, that's fine. Loses his head a bit there. Goes in from behind. And I'm not sure if we'll see the head-to-head collision. That wasn't much of a collision, but you have to give the referee praise there for understanding the situation.
Oh, it looks like 30-goal striker from last season is coming on as well. Davis, which would be incredible. It's got to go back in from Stevens. Clips it to Beaumont. Not a bad ball at all. Will he get a corner? Gets his team another set play.
Corner number, what is that? Second half mark.
Craig Curran, the yellow as well. Adam Davis coming on. If this is his first back or his first minutes back, tell you what, it's into a ferocious time in the game. So Tyler Garrett again loads the gun.
There you go, the train.
In it goes. Great corner again. No seconds on the edge this time. Harrison. Owen, it's a decent ball. Dio.
Ooh.
What's he give? What's he give? He's given a penalty because he's missed his punch. There's a big, massive argument there. It's a straight right. He missed the ball and he takes the big man out. He's ending up with a spot kick for Flint.
I think
all action here.
I think he may be right as well. Again, the referee. Because as you said, Maya,
if
he comes for the punch. He's come for the punch and he's gone through the man.
Here we are. The VAR is on. In it comes.
Difficult to see in slow motion now. Does he get any? He doesn't get anything of the ball.
Don't get nothing of the ball.
Comes through his man. It's a free kick. Going back to that saying, it's a free kick anywhere else on the pitch. So
I tell you what, this referee is most probably at his busiest 25 minutes in his career since half-time.
Big question mark. Who's taking it?
Who is taking it? Who's going to step up? Simmons got the ball in his hand.
He's got his.
It's the type of character, I think, Simmons, who has it in his locker to say, just give me the ball. Dutton's disappointed. Everything's gone right for him so far. Surely not another penalty save coming up.
Well, this is pressure.
Gareth Edwards, by the way, and Anthony Stevens has just run to say to Edwards, get away from him. The roof's going to come off here, John. Get ready. Hold on to your seats. It's Simmons versus Superman Dutton in goals.
Well, he needs to get between the sticks for him to take it. He's obviously not happy with his decision. And obviously trying to pile on the pressure.
He gets a yellow. And he gets a rapturous round of applause.
You know, this is just mind games now, isn't it? This is the keeper trying to get into the head of Simmons. Dutton knows what he's doing. He's not happy with the decision. He's going to try and squeeze every minute out of this.
And I tell you what, there's loads of pressure on the taker.
Does he go
Simmons
hard? Does he go hard?
versus Dutton. Take two. Simmons. Oh,
there you go.
Down the middle this time. It gives the home team a 1-0 advantage. Drives it into the back of the net.
Needs to be careful here now. It's a great penalty. You know, he's backed himself. The difference between this one and the last one is that it's banged down the middle. He's given, obviously, the eyes to the keeper. He's hit it hard with power. He's lofted it further or higher than the last one. But it's straight down the middle and the keeper has no chance.
It's most probably a deserved 1-0 lead with all the pressure, Sean. The second half. But Dutton obviously is unlucky. But Simmons, to be fair to him, he was under a lot of pressure.
Well, he was. You know, the youngsters behind the goal, it doesn't help having a look at them.
Davis comes on.
The amount of time he had to wait until he could take the penalty. And to back himself to do the same thing, go down the middle, go with pace.
Oh, anything goes this afternoon, by the way. It's a decent delivery. Edwards. Yeah, as you said, Sean, I don't think I've seen many more games with off the ball incidents in the second period as we've had in this evening. One-on-ones, off the ball incidents. Referee, what a tough 45 minutes he's having.
But he's done well.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
kept the game going.
Majority of the decisions, and they've been difficult ones. The yellow card on Simmons for the pen. But it's a local derby, Mike. You know,
there's going to be spirit at the last.
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be tensions running high.
Davis.
This is looks
Davis. Like he's playing out wide.
Broken leg, was it, Mark?
Yeah, it was a terrible. We did the game live. It was Airbus. I think it was against Llandudno, one of the last games of last season, and boy, it was a terrible injury. So well done. Well done indeed. Adam Davis, good luck for the rest of the season. Dutton. It's a good touch from Curran. Piers. Owen. He wasn't the greatest of clearances, but he wasn't the worst in the situation he was in. You've got to come forward there, but now to get something out of this game. Again, Simmons' work rate is tremendous up top, by the way. Ball in. Dio Davis on the edge. Ryan Edwards. Beaumont, can he put him in? Just puts it into Crowther. A nervy period of play, should we say now? Well played, Piers again. Great ball in. Davis with a header. Smart dummy by the left wing back there, Tyler Garrett.
Listen to the shout of his keeper for once. As we see, just a bit of an injury here.
Yeah, are we going to get a minute's rest here from the second 45 minutes is the big man?
Yeah, for the last 2 minutes, though, as he said, that the tide has turned slightly in Airbus's favour, and you see that often in these type of games where it's so tight. You go 1-0 up, you just go a bit defensive. It's an odd thing that happens to players. You just drop a bit deeper.
Absolutely, Sean.
And it's nothing as a manager you can do about it, because it's just that little creep of doubt, because you know it's so tight.
Out of all the decisions given so far, Sean, like you said, it's been tough decisions for me for this referee this afternoon, Hugh Jones. The last one's still 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
It's really, you know, he's come to get the ball, he's missed it, he's just connected enough with the big man, maybe, for the referee to give the penalty.
Yeah, and it was a difficult angle for us here and the cameras. It wasn't definitive enough, in all honesty, but you go on what you see. You see the goalkeeper come through, misses his punch, takes him out. It's a free kick anywhere else on the park.
Yeah,
so
that's what we said in the first period. But on one thing, again, there's Jamie Reid. Look, it's 77 minutes on the clock. Anybody who forecast Airbus's season to be over until the start of next summer, I think you take stock now and look at the effort that Reid and his players have put in this afternoon.
Certainly.
They don't I tell you what, they don't want the big man to go off here.
I know they were under a sustained amount of pressure with corner after corner in that period, which led up to the penalty.
He's off, by the look of it.
Is he? Well, they'll want to make the change as soon as they can.
Jordan Carroll, come on. Carroll will most probably Bobby Beaumont. They go with a back four by the look of it. Beaumont and Garrett will come in as narrow alongside Stevens and Owen.
Owen, yeah.
And it's hooked up the top, asking questions straight away. Piers now, most probably being man-marked by Carroll. Done well to keep it. Oh, great ball, Carroll. What a first ball.
Back post.
Chance to put it in. Should have put it in first time. I think he never had to make that extra pass, you know. Piers. At 1-0, everybody still on tender hooks around us. Could be a big 3 points this for Flint. Phillips. Anthony Stevens has been tidy in defence again, Sean, this afternoon. Showed all his experience and played well. Edwards. That's the work rate you've got to keep up.
Yeah, you talk about work rate there, Mark. Exactly what you want, because, you know, it takes the sting out of the game.
Yeah.
As an attacker, obviously your main purpose is to put the ball in the net, but it's also to run those hard lines.
Definitely.
And give your defence and your midfield that break that they much need.
Palmer, who's done well all afternoon for me. Crowther. Just one at the top so far, Curran. Surely Adam Davis has to get up alongside him. Curran. Beaumont. Doesn't do a lot wrong, Beaumont. By the way, Sean, with 18 minutes on the clock, As that one goes in, Owen. He hasn't given the... Yeah, he eventually gives the foul, but that's what Curran will add. He'll lead the battle and he'll scrap up top. ...80 minutes on the clock, like I said, Sean, and I cannot go 90 minutes, my first 90 minutes, since that epic hat-trick which happened last Saturday by a certain 65-year-old Sir Thomas Morgan. I suppose you read about it, did you, Sean?
Well, who hasn't? He's been on every media channel known to Wales.
Well,
but, you know, in fairness to Tommy, what an achievement. 11 minutes, 3 goals.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
What do they say? The sticks don't move. He knows exactly where the goal is.
That's right. And the next time I see him, I think it'll cost me a couple of beers. Well done, Tom. Great hat-trick, mate. George Pearce has to be careful. He's on that yellow over there. But they're back in the game. Still only 1-0. Again, Hindle presses Crowther. Payne played their way out really well. Great touch from Phillips.
Good ball.
Edwards. Palmer. Smart play. Get it wide, Pearce. What have you been waiting for all afternoon, Pearce? Beaumont. He's got a good future in this league, that lad, Beaumont. Well, Craig Curran has come on and he really has been physical since coming on.
Yeah, it needs to be.
You've got no chance of getting away with that. That's right across. No rush.
Better from Flint, as I say. That's the first passage of play I think they've put together. We've played across the back into midfield and looked for the runs.
Yeah.
So positive.
There's obviously a man of the match award. Malcolm Allen will give in about the 87th or 88th minute, but I've seen Malcolm give some strange man of the matches in his time. I can't see much further than Dutton in this one, can you?
No.
Phillips. Decent ball in, Curran. Cole. Stands over. Yeah, it just does well for his team. There's not so many bodies going forward now. It looks like they've got the 1-0 in. And Lee Fowler has dragged a few back in. Do you notice that, Sean? They're just leaving the 2 up top now.
Yeah, Simmons has dropped back into midfield.
Payne.
Looks dead on his legs, mind.
Yeah, he do. He's been through a roller coaster afternoon. Edwards. So pushing her back. Not given. Stevens. Simmons. Doesn't get round Edwards. Great defending from the big man there. He's run himself into the ground, Simmons. He looks tired now. Phillips. Pearce makes a great forward run. Is Beaumont with him? What a battle that's been all day. Pearce. Chance to put it in. Davis. Great ball. Harry Owen heads away. They're not out of this yet. The Wingmakers. Ball across. Just too heavy, but they're throwing numbers forward.
They certainly haven't given up.
You've got to give the bottom of the league club credit here.
We've given the throw into Flint. Airbus players are livid, thinks it's taken a touch, and the cross, I presume, here, or the header there.
I think it's Harry Owen gets something on it, doesn't he? You know, these type of games, Sean, are the type of games can change your season. Yellow card for time wasting. Yes, Sean, 3 points here for Flint. It just puts a positive stamp on the last couple of weeks for them, yeah?
Yeah, especially for the start they made. Nobody's expected, in fairness, with the changes that they've had to endure during the close season. So a win tonight would just give them that breathing space as well,
definitely.
between the teams around them.
With 5 minutes left on the clock, though, Jake Phillips Arrows one in. Edwards with the first header. Second one's important. Harrison. Don't go to ground. No way. Oh, he gives the free kick. It's on the edge. There's not many arguments from the Flint players either.
Well, he's looking for the pen, but he was way outside.
He's a little bit lucky he's outside the box then.
Yeah, he's outside the box, that's for sure. No, not a pen for me, Mark.
This is free kick in a dangerous area. And Joe Palmer will get on this. Only 2 in the wall. May fancy a shot from this angle, you know. They're deep in it on the edge of the 6-yard box. I'd rather see him out in line with the wall myself. Well, that is right on the goalkeeper. He's got to have a shot here. Just whip it across the front, across Danny Harrison. Palmer. Palmer gets a shot.
Oh,
great save, goalkeeper. Great save, goalkeeper. The difference, a couple of the Airbus players are asking for about the collision, but he got his hand on the ball first. He made the save.
This is a great save.
Yeah,
did exactly what you were saying, what you were asking him to do, Mark. Put it into that top corner area, and that's a brave.
From this angle, it's a brilliant save from Harry Allen.
Yeah.
And it just shows for me how good this kid is going to be as a goalkeeper.
Well, there's 3 of them down with various injuries from head to toe.
Well, there were a few groans at half-time about the first half, but you can't moan about the second half. It's been good entertainment from both sets of players. Let's be fair, eh?
Absolutely. It's a great free kick. It's exactly what you want. You want pace, whip, power, and in the right area. Keeper looks in.
Yeah, the keeper.
Pain here.
Yeah, I don't think they want to lose their goalkeeper with a couple of minutes to go in a corner to come across. As you said, you've got to be careful with the concussions. The big man's knees being twisted here, I think. Gaz Edwards.
Well, we're just looking at the penalty opportunities here. That was the first one that was given.
He's leapt towards that one, by the way.
You think both of them were leapt towards?
Yeah.
I think there was some similarity with the pen that was given.
Yes.
The second pen for Flint.
That's what you want.
That one, but that difference is the keeper gets a good hand to it.
That's what you want from your players, Sean. That's what you want from your players. He's almost pale with pain there, and he's not going off. He's staying on for the corner. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Old school like you, Mark.
He's not that old, mate. It's a big couple of minutes, this, for Flint and for Airbus UK. Main thing is Phillips has to put the...
Shouldn't he have gone off, though, if he's had treatment? What if he scores now?
Interesting. Phillips, it's a great corner. Keeper gets a punch. Good work from Cole. It's an important clearance, that, from Cole. Back into the mixer.
Oh!
Over the top. Cole makes a great clearance when the ball bounces down for anyone to get the seconds.
Yeah, it's a good effort, this. You can see what he's thinking. Just that little dink. Just gets a bit too much elevation on it.
Danny Harrison in the centre midfield now. You could just see him from the side of the pitch, urging players on. He knows how close they are to a important 3 points. Fourth official says 5. And there'll be 5 nervy minutes. Aaron Cole gets it forward for Hindle. Well, it's a foul again. Yeah, easy foul to give this time. Absolute easy foul to give against Adam Davis. Clatters into the backs of Simmons. And there will be no quick free kick this time, Sean.
Well, that's exactly what you want as a Flint player. I know it's left his mark on Simmons, but just bites up some time.
Yeah, tell you what,
we'll probably see they'll have 5 minutes of extra time as well.
James Owen. 5 added by the fourth official. Davis. Harrison leaves a tackle in there. Strong tackle on Tyler McManus. I just think now, Sean, It's his first game in charge. I know Jamie Reid. I would definitely throw forward now the big centre-back. 3 or 4 minutes left for this type of ball what's about to come in.
Well, he's struggling to move anyway.
Well, you may as well get him at the top.
Yeah, get a target.
Drop one of the youngsters in at the back and throw him centre forward. Crowther, Curran, all the Flint shirts in behind the ball now. It's been that sort of game. Don't think there's any doubt that they've edged it on chances. And they most probably earned their 3 points. Well, there you are. Malcolm surprised us all again. Forget the goalkeeper. The man of the match from Malcolm Allen has gone to Anthony Stevens.
He
hasn't watched a goalkeeper make 25 fantastic saves, has he?
Has he ever given it to a goalkeeper?
Oh my God.
He's a...
Phillips. I think Anthony Stevens might shake hands with the goalkeeper at the end.
Give it to him. Give it a champagne.
I think he might. Phillips. Stevens has played well, by the way. He's marshalled defence really well alongside Brandon Dio. But they're still in the game. There's still a minute or two left. Danny Harrison. Hindle, goalkeeper off the line. Simmons. Does he attack or will he take it down in the corner?
Corner. Yeah.
Very well played. Gets his team a corner. 3 minutes left on the clock, so this won't come firing in either. 3 points which could take Flint into the top 6, by the way.
So tight, though.
Cole. Cole is still on. Or did he force himself into an offside position? Lewis Dutton.
Cool skills.
Got to get it forward, and Edwards this time has got to get forward, surely. 4 men up the top. First header is important. Davis gets it. Hook clear by the substitute Carroll. Phillips. Cole. He's worked hard in there, Cole, you know. Seen more of the ball in the last 20 minutes than he did all the game. Phillips. Palmer. Crowther. It's got to go in. Palmer for Beaumont again. I've enjoyed that battle this afternoon. Beaumont and Piers. Still plugging away Airbus. It's on his left peg. Just think it had to go in again, Sean. Owen. Not the worst ball in the world when you're 1-0 ahead with a minute to go, by the way. That's right down in the far corner. 1 minute left on the clock.
That's a 50-20 in rugby.
Dutton. Harrison. Wins the header. Palmer. Hoofed clear by Owen. Well, as local derbies goes, the second half has been tremendous. The first half was a little bit of a... forget about the first 45, but the second half, give credit to both teams, I think. Sean? Is there one last Jake Phillips throw in it? There's 30 seconds left on the clock. Can the Wingmakers gain a point? Everyone behind the ball. Simmons standing close to Phillips. It's gone short. Surprised everybody. Palmer. You look for Curran on the far post. Owen again, Harry Owen. Very strong centre-back in. In it goes again.
Oh, great touch.
Piers gets it across, headed away by Owen again. Tries to spin his man. Falls over. Referee has a strong look. Airbus won the penalty. Piers will have to be careful. He's on a yellow and he's full-time whistle. The City Stadium, it's 1-0. An Okira Simmons penalty gives the home team a victory. Great second half derby battle between the two clubs. Final score, Flint 1, Airbus 0. Look out for the highlights on Sgorio on Monday evening. Very good stuff. Second half, wasn't it? He's good player. I know.
Penderfyniad sydyn gan y dyfarnwr, ac mae'n mesur yn berffaith. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.